Guys, how many of you have visited Deji Adeyanju page today? The page is currently on fire. Nigerians are giving water. Now, Deji Adeyanju, he shared a post, about Burkina Faso. He spoke against Burkina Faso president. He said the guy is a tyrant. And because of him, a lot of journalists, they fled the country to exile. Okay. First I want to say is this. We all know that Burkina Faso president Ibrahim Traore is a dictator, right? Yeah, he's a military guy. Okay. Now, the Deji Adeyanju forget that most Nigerians since 2023, we have been praying and been, longing for, military rule in Nigeria, that military should take over. I want to ask you, Nigerians, and I'm also asking you, this Barrister Deji, the man I love so much. Between what's it called? Our past previous military government in Nigeria and the current so-called democracy government we have in Nigeria, which one better the lives of Nigerians more? How much was dollar under military rule in Nigeria? I want to ask you, you worship me now, please. Between Ibrahim Traore, the military dictator, and Pablo Escobar, the so-called democratic whatever, who is better? He said that that is silencing journalists. The so-called president in Nigeria is not a Democrat. Is he not silencing journalists? Is he not silencing activists? A so-called democratic president single-handedly removed an elected governor. Isn't that worse than a dictator? Isn't that worse than a military president? Tell me now. How about the dictator in military uniform? I prefer Ibrahim Traore, who is a military man that took over power, than a Pablo Escobar, the drug baron, who put on the apparel of DSS, apparel of EFCC, apparel of military, apparel of police, all in one to silence, dissenting voice. Major media platform like we are from India, they reported it now. How Tinubu is silencing dissenting voice. He's doing it to everybody. Who has it done? Babi, that thing, Baba Ahmed, Peter Obi, vice president, his elder brother came out recently. I said Pablo Escobar is using EFCC to silence everybody. I want to ask you, between Ibrahim Traore, Nigerians, between Ibrahim Traore and Pablo Escobar, who do you prefer? Anyway, let us visit. Follow me. Let's take a stroll. Let's visit the comment section of Deji, okay, on this post. Please don't go anywhere. Follow me. Let's read it to the end. Thanks and God bless. Let me give you this a thumbs up and please share. Thanks and God bless. This is a post of Deji Adeyanju from his Facebook verified handle. Burkina Faso dictator strikes again. Nobody can criticize the tyrant in the country and remain free. He just few months in power. Most activists are already in exile, but he continues to pay influencers and spend a lot on propaganda. Okay, let's go to the comment section. That is where I'm interested in this video, to see the response of Nigerians to him. All right, according to Justice for All TV, Oga, I don't support this. Your critic is on call for that, and that's what she wanted to write. Okay. Soki Waboze, the so-called activist and journalist that was used to bring Gaddafi down, somehow are regretting their actions and inactions. Truth be told, is better a tyrant stays in power and the country flourish than this so-called democracy where nothing works and people get away with impunity. Long live Traore, long live Burkina Faso, long live Africa. I love that. Another one. According to Thomas Aruna, Traore is better because we know he is a dictator with khaki and gun. But while Bulaba, somewhere in West Africa, is wearing EFCC, SSN, DSS, the police, the military khakis with one customized snagged cap to traumatize people. Another one, Oyeka Sima Oji. Nigerian government keeps favoring you, and that's why you have the guts to call someone who has the interest of his country at heart a dictator. Imagine. Another one, Gerard Ogo. What you call dictatorship is better than what we have in Nigeria called democracy. Democracy no help anybody. I agree. Let's proceed. According to another one, Easy Inspired. He said, let's choose between him and Tinubu. Okay. Beginning, another one, Abakwa Bikin. I'm beginning to doubt your sincerity as a man for the masses. Another one, Stanley Layebo. Those journalists are working for Western government, just as Sahara Reporters was once working for APC. True, in 2015, Sahara Reporters worked for APC. At 37, Messi Alashe. At 37, Traore is a wonderful visionary president. At 51, Adeyanju is a content creator, chasing relevance on Facebook by writing nonsense against Traore. At least, sorry people, at least he better pass Tinubu where they hide under police, EFCC, DSS, and other agencies. They practice dictatorship instead of democracy. Those journalists arrested are enemies. This one is Akia Stephen. Those journalists arrested are enemies of Africa. They are surely working for the white men. They deserve punishment. We love Traore. He is working hard to save Burkina Faso. So anyone who is paid peanut to destroy or defame the president image should be arrested. For African president to succeed, he must take the hard way. I concur. According to Asweme Osage Kingsley, it's like Deji also need Burkina Faso dictator money. That is why he is creating awareness on social media. If you notice this, Deji, in all his posts, he has never criticized Tinubu directly, even when Nigeria is burning on daily basis. I don't agree on that. He has condemned Tinubu, I think so. Okay, and according to Sanctified Daily, jobless Nigeria will support him while working against their own country. Ozwomumu. Okay, another one, Philip Akaza. What do you expect when the so-called democratic government have failed us African citizens, while the military leader is doing awesome well in his country? However, your critics centered on military dictatorship. We all know that the world had embraced democracy, and we all see the dividend democracy has brought to some countries, especially that of the Western world. But reverse is the case here in Africa. True. So I urge you to channel that energy by calling out democratic dictatorship that is going on here in Africa continent, rather than emphasizing on someone that is transforming Burkina Faso. Please. It's quite long. Let me take 2 more. Shame. Okay, same thing is happening in Nigeria under democratic system. What else do you have to say? Okay. Another one, Oluwa Temilere something, somewhere. Is still better pass your current president. Let me add one more. Okay. Another one, Abdul Wahab Owoshe. Activists and journalists that calls for the return of democracy aren't really doing that country a favor. See what democracy has done to Nigeria and many other African countries. It is a military government after all. All right, guys, what is your take on this? Thank you.